What a jump shot into the side line.
All right, guys, we're back here. Fair. LoreeJon set to break. And let's see, is she going to get a ball down? No, she's going to break dry here to come out the gate. Chip Klein's going to have a look at the one ball.
Where'd that come from?
I think your wife brought it. I don't know. My wife gave it to me. So, this is going to be a very good match. Chip Klein, if you guys have been following BSN and some of the events that he's played in, I've talked about Chip Klein in the past. I've taken some lessons from him. He has given lessons to people like Karen Kaur, James Aranis. He is absolutely like the scientist of pool. He knows so much about the game. Banks, kicks. He was the one that actually taught me backhand English, backhand fronthand English, and some of the stuff that he's able to do with the, oh, is it going to slide in? Oh, it hangs up. Some of the stuff that he's able to do with a low deflection shaft is absolutely amazing.
Look at that, how he got on the four ball, though. I mean, wow, talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I like. When it comes to like the physics of the game, there's probably nobody, and I mean nobody, in this entire sport that knows more than he does. And it's going to be interesting to see if some of the shots come up that he would use some of these methods that he has. Of course, LoreeJon, we talked a little bit earlier. She's 8-time world champion. She's won everything that you possibly could think of at the pro level. And we're so happy to have her here and see her back at the table. She came out of retirement a few years ago. Oh, and she tries to just bend the ball. But that 3 ball is pretty deep in the pocket, so she's going to give ball in hand here to Chip.
Looks like a giant next to that table, doesn't he?
That's kind of how you look out there. I wonder what it would look like if you and him played each other.
I know. I'm dreading it if I get called out here.
Yeah, I was just giving some of the folks who are watching a little background on Chip Klein. Have you had any chance to match up, play him, see him play before? He's been around a long time.
No, he came to see me in Frederick. My first interaction was he watched a match between me and Earl, and gave me some really nice compliments and said he'd love to work with me. So he does some great coaching, obviously, and I think somebody that I think I need to see at some point.
Yeah, he's incredible.
I'd love to know what he knows, you know?
Yes, that's what I was saying. He really is kind of a scientist of the game.
Correct.
And the physics of the game. He knows more about that than, he's forgotten more about that than we know. We need to get a sign up here for sure. I'm gonna have somebody print it up, and I'm gonna put it right up on these screens.
We need to get one of those cards. You just hold it up.
Like Quiet Place.
Yeah.
Oh no, she needs it to hold on.
I did. Pulled its claws out.
Well, she's gonna see. She's gonna have a look at the 4 ball here. not like a perfect ideal shot, especially with the 8-ball being down there like that.
I agree.
That one's out until later.
Okay. I don't think there's even a good safety here.
Oh my, is the point got her? No, she can come on here straight onto the ball.
Yeah, maybe just feather off the 8-ball. Yeah, just use that. That was a nice.
She gonna come up behind the 9? Look at this.
Get up there.
How beautiful.
Great shot. I think he's still got a jump at it though. I think he's definitely got like a look at it. So he's reaching for the jump cue.
Makes it a little bit easier. 4-ball right by the pocket. He's going to have to really dig down into this because he wants the cue ball to actually come back a little bit.
He does. Do you think the 5 goes behind the 9 or no?
It's hard to tell from this angle. Let's take a look at his jump and then we'll see. Oh, and he missed it.
Oh, and it goes. It's going to slide in over there, which is going to...
So the 10's going to come up. So you can see here, it looks pretty close. It looks pretty close. I don't know if the 5 does go by. So 10-ball spots. It's player option for Chip. He doesn't have to take this shot if he doesn't want to.
No, it's for Loree, sorry.
Oh, yeah, for Loree.
So I wonder if Loree actually, because you made the 10, she does have the option to give this back, correct?
Correct. Well, and he also made the 4 in the wrong pocket.
Right, yeah, in the wrong pocket. So I wonder if she actually knows that rule. Because I'd be putting him back in here, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, unless she sees a really good safety here.
No, just behind the 9. I mean,
yeah,
because where the 7 is sitting as well, there's a good lock-up option here.
Oh, she's called the bank. She's called the cross corner bank.
Wow, this will be some shot. Yeah, the double kiss was huge. I wondered if she was going to put like a high left on that and try and come behind the 9 the other side to avoid that. Now Chip with a fantastic opportunity to play this. That's it, just bounce one rail, come back out.
Give you a great view of just backhand. No, that's not going to see the angle like I wanted. Sorry, guys.
So we've got 120 in the chat so far, 123. Starting to build up a little bit now, mate. Afternoon, people are waking up.
Yeah, I need to get on my horse and share this more.
Let's get this sharing out because this is a great match to sweat. Give us a shout if you're in the chat. Tell us where you're watching from, who you want to win this one. Are you a fan of LoreeJon? Fan of Chip? I think Chip's just getting the speed down, and look at that.
I mean, that's
put it on
perfect.
A dime.
Absolutely perfect. Chip Klein strikes first. He leads 1-0 over LoreeJon Hasson. He certainly is.
And he's breaking off of the rail. This is a good... I like this. Quicker table. See how he's spreading that. He got the wing balls perfectly as well. 2's gone around.
Nice break.
See, he didn't really hit that hard either. It just focused on the position. I like breaking it off the rail there. Just a little bit more speed into it. Allows the cue ball just to travel that a little bit further.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was talking about earlier when we were seeing both the girls in the first match breaking fairly hard. And then you see Chip Moore with a more medium, methodical break. And, he's got 2 balls down, so...
He made the right balls, too.
I think that's what we're going to need to see here.
Is he going to call the 6, or is he going to call the bank? He's called the 6.
See, he's called the 6, yeah. He's going to use the tangent here.
Yeah, it's nice and easy from here. No problems getting through the ball. Fantastic. A little bit off angle, though, because he's going to have to get around for this 3 ball, and I don't think... may he see a little bit of a hero shot here. Try and draw this to the side rail and back around. Could also go forward, actually. So come between the 4 and the 5. So play a high left. All depends how he's feeling.
Then come short side on the 3.
Yeah, short side on the 3, just like that. The 9 and the 10 isn't frozen, right? It's just slightly off center.
Yeah.
So he'll need to make that.
I wonder if he'll try to nip the 9 now. Oh, that would have been nice.
Would have been a good, yeah. I like that play. I think he'll be happy just to play his way into the game here.
We're just having certified banger matches coming up on the TV table. After this, we're going to see Dylan Spohr and Brandon Schuff. Whoa.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good from the outset here. We're going to have a great choice of matches as we go through the day. People trying to qualify for day 2.
Oh, he scratched. Cut it thin, scratched in the side. He's going to give ball in hand to Loree.
Super unfortunate there.
This is what she needs.
Again, that could just be adjusting to the table there. Yeah, you respots. You can make it and then come back up.
She's just double checking on the rules right now of whether or not the 10 ball spots, it comes back up. And that's exactly what we're playing. 10 ball has to be made last, so if it does go in early, it just respots back up. So she can make a legal shot on the 8 ball because she has ball in hand. She can run into the 9-10. Even if the 10 ball happens to fall in the pocket, it's going to spot back up. She's just making sure she had a good understanding of all this before she gets in here and starts moving things around.
I think she wanted to be a little bit below this 9, though. Should be okay. She's going to be back cutting the 9 here a little bit. Perfect.
Yeah, she was able just to push that through. 10 comes back up, and then she's just going to draw behind it.
She just kept it short and sweet.
Kept it simple. Looks like she's going to slot it in the side pocket. That's a really nice stroke, doesn't she? Delivers a cue very well.
Loree gets on the board. LoreeJon 1-1 against Chip Klein.
That is a highly figured cue there. Look at that.
It's absolutely beautiful. She's sponsored by Moochie.
Look at that, using the break cloth, which is interesting. Don't know if she should get a warning for that.
Well, I'm definitely not warning LoreeJon.
I'll not tell her, yeah.
Oh, and it just kicks the cue ball in.
Got the rebump. Oh, she did make a ball. 7 ball down. Oh no, sorry, it's a 7. It blended into my blind spot there. Apologies. So there's a dry break.
Yeah. I'm just laughing at these therapy dolls here. I call them therapy dolls, so they got little happy and smiley faces on them. You just turn them around so people can know how you're feeling. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Courtesy of my partner and his wife. She's let me borrow her. I call it therapy doll. Obviously, that's not what it is, but it's great.
The real name is actually pretty funny. They're called mood pusses, like a octopus, like a mood octopus. It's this little octopus.
Mood puss?
Yeah, that's what it's called, a mood puss. You just flip it in out.
I mean, at a marketing standpoint, I probably would have picked another name, but
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like now that we're talking about, like, after this match, I'm gonna have to show this on camera so people know what we're talking about. Oh my goodness.
You can put it out there when they do the interview.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
A happy face for the winner, sad face for the winner.
That's too funny.
Needs to travel.
Oh, needs to avoid that.
Another scratch.
That's the dreaded scratch that you'd never think can happen off the bottom rail.
The speed was a little off as well.
It's kind of perfect for Lori right here, though, LoreeJon, because she's getting to solve her problem.
Yeah, where she's looking right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's not difficult at all here. She's just going to pot the 5 up in the top right-hand corner pocket.
I think this is going to be the hardest shot of the rack. That's it. The rest of it's easy. The rest of it's done.
Oh, wow.
There we go. Draw that down. Perfect.
Yep. Pretty easy roadmap here for LoreeJon.
Yeah, a couple of mistakes by Chip has let her in with the 2 scratches he's had. And she's just making light work of these.
I mean, this is what I expected.
Yeah, she's full of pedigree. Hall of Famer, obviously, that everyone knows. So she's a long list of titles. And now a coach herself. Couple of locals, Derek Dyer, Randy Davis got through safely. Nathan Childress got through, Derek Schwager. Tommy Haas, Sean Wilkie. Wow. Lots of good results flying in on Q-Score. You guys can check those scores out, qscore.com/BSN.
Hey, Randy Davis actually had a pretty good win. He beat Benny Blanco.
Oh.
And Benny plays good up there in Delaware.
That's right.
Oh no, hey, he needed to hold up there a little bit. I like how Chip goes the extra distance to the long rail back into position.
Yeah, picks a good route. Like I say, very methodical, isn't he? Very strategic in how he gets out the rack.
You see him looking here. If he's got a slight angle, he could just bump the 6.
Yeah, I like bumping the 6.
So that's what he was originally looking at.
Not too hard though. Not too hard though.
That's not. So I thought he'd just bump it a little easier. You know, to send it down there, and he hits it a little hard.
Yeah, it was a little pacey, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if he was trying to make it too.
Possibly. Maybe that's why he fired it in.
Because he was looking at the angle where he was going to leave the cut shot to the 7 now. I wonder if he's playing the wrong ball. Oh no, someone's got to tell him it's the wrong
no,
ball.
it's ball in hand. Wow.
Oh, sorry, bud. You have to look better. I think Loree might have to...
It's a foul. Yep, she sees it and she calls it.
Played the wrong ball. I think
He's going to kick himself there.
Mental error. But the 6 isn't sitting pretty, so it's just a 1 foul ball in hand right now. I don't think too much damage done because of where the 6 is.
Sure.
Maybe he took it as a deliberate foul. We'll say that for you, Chip. We'll say.
What do you do here? I don't know if the 6 goes by the 10. You know, just to play safety. Interesting to see what LoreeJon is going to do here. Hey, see how the 6 is just nestled up against that 10? That's what we're looking at. Ideally, you'd just be able to slide the 6 by and leave him right on the 10. And that's what she's looking at. But I don't think it goes by there.
I don't think it does either. I honestly don't think there's much you can do with this. We're just going to do the old bump on and off.
Yeah, just leave it on the rail.
I actually like coming into the pocket and then playing away from the pocket and taking the cue ball up towards the middle of the 8 and 9. And then, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
She didn't hear me, I promise.
I like it, yeah.
Far enough away. But she can make a rail. She can definitely make a rail there, and I don't think, as long as it doesn't leak out.
That's right. She doesn't want to leak out. That's great. Oh, I don't know if that's going to get it.
Is it leaked? Yeah, see, you needed just to get to the rail there. Let's have a look. Maybe if we look at the overhead on 3. I think you'd be getting a referee to have a watch of this one, and that's what Loree's just doing. Referee, please.
Steve Fleming's going to step in.
Yeah, we're going to get a good look at this. Maybe you can decide in the chat room if you think that squeezes.
I think if he goes rail first, it's going to be good.
That was good.
That was good. But
Except for the 7.
Look at that. That's not... When it's not rolling for you, it's not rolling for you.
True.
It's a good match we've got on one of the tables here. Miguel Leboy versus Brett Stottlemyre, table 1.
I was just talking to Brent outside, and he was telling me he and Miguel, and Randy was asking me how he plays. I said, from what I understand, he plays pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
Well, this is not hateful. The 10 was off. You know, he just fires it, and he comes up with an okay leave here.
She's got a real good chance to get in behind the 8 here. There's a perfect angle to take this 1, 2, 3, perhaps 4 rails in behind the 8.
Yeah, you see she's lining up to feather this. She just wants to barely graze the 7.
Yeah,
she
this
puts
is a
it
great
behind
shot.
the 10.
Oh, what a shot. Very nicely done.
Brilliantly played by LoreeJon. You can see there, 8 ball in the way for Chip. 10 ball in the way. Very tough shot here. So he's going for the jump cue here. So what he's going to do is he's going to just, like an 1/8 of the 8 ball, he's going to jump over.
Yeah, jump kick. I would call the far pocket on the left too, just in case it banks back up. He looks like he's going to call the side pocket. So where you don't have call safe, it's always good to call a pocket regardless.
Sure.
Yeah, it might not be the one that goes, but it keeps you at the table. Wow, what a shot.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And there you see it. What a great shot.
Unbelievable shot by Chip Klein.
Yeah, he was able just to get enough of that he knew it was going to fly somewhere close to the side pocket. So good call on his behalf, and still left with a difficult leave. It's horrible when something like that comes off and you don't really have anything else. But I think he's got to be aggressive here.
He's called the bank. Drains it, and he's going to get shape on the 9. This is the greatest. Wow. I got to show the other one, so.
This whole record is going to be a highlight reel.
Yeah, that was nice too.
I think the other one was more impressive.
Oh, absolutely.
But still, I mean, this is just great.
We're only at 2-2, and it's hotting up.
Oh, it didn't get quite there.
He's all right. Yeah, this table is playing really, really good right now. I like the way Chip's very pronounced on the cue. Stands up quite tall, very much in the Buddy Haw. Is it Buddy Haw?
Yeah.
He stands up on it quite high too, right?
Look at this shot by Chip Klein.
Picked his spot. Got over the 8 ball, nice and flat, perfectly executed.
Absolutely perfect. Wow, what a shot. You see, we're all knotted up at 2. Early on, race to 9. Here at the DynaSpheres Cup.
Yeah, both players playing a good level right now. I think they've both settled in. So this one could go either way. I don't like to predict a winner at this point. I know Jacoby biased.
It's hard for me to be biased. I love both players. Absolutely love both players. I mean, obviously, I absolutely love LoreeJon. Oh, wow. I mean, are you kidding me? I'm glad Chip's making me look good with what I was saying about him, because he just continues to come with the shots.
He almost got out of there. He just barely caught the inside of that point.
I think you can see the edge, right? We can see the edge of the 3.
Is he going to try to play this off of...
I think he's kicking this into the side pocket.
No, I don't... Let's see, what does he call it? Oh, he's called safe.
Yeah,
so he waves his hand there.
Yeah, I don't think I like it from there. I thought he could see the fine edge, but maybe his eyes said different. Well, that's not going to do it. I think the 3 does go. He's just eyeing up whether the 4 passes the 8.
Ball down. 4 go by the 8. Looks like it may.
Sure did.
Puts it in there nicely. Man, she doesn't age at all, does she?
Timeless.
Still stunning, LoreeJon.
Timeless. This could be a nice shot. Has to control where this 5's going, though. So play it very, very soft. Pocket speed. Very nice.
That was a great shot.
She has a window here too. There's a window to draw out of this or go forward. All just depends on what she likes. If you're going to go forward, you want to come underneath the 9 and play 3 rails. It looks like she's digging it. Just needs to avoid the scratch.
Yeah.
Taking a second think.
Do you draw this out, Del, or are you trying to go forward here with this?
I like forward. I think going forward, you're kind of worried about the 9 ball because you're a little flat. You're a little flat on this one, so I kind of do prefer just drawing it out. And here's the thing: you don't even have to bring it out that far. This is a bar box, remember?
Sure.
Just get it by the 10. You don't even have to come to another rail.
She's going forward here.
Yeah, she changed her mind, stood up. That was what I was worried about.
3 rails.
Flicking a 9, but she did perfectly well. Using all of their experience and knowledge. Well, I've taken my experience of seeing a purple cue from 0 to 2 in the last 2 matches. You know, it's such a popular colour down here.
Well, it's because of the Ravens.
Ah, Baltimore Ravens. There you go.
The Ravens. Man, she got out of that rack. Perfect.
Nicely done.
Nicely done.
Liking what I'm seeing here so far from LoreeJon.
It's a form of just, you know, having a return of serve. That's the difference in this regard. Same as tennis. You know, the same guy doesn't break the whole time, regardless if they win the point. In golf, both people get to drive, right? Both they tee off separately.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not like they're hitting the same ball.
Most sports are like that. You know, after you score, the other team gets a shot at it. So,
yeah,
I tend to agree with you, Del. I think it should be the standard.
But now, if I'm gambling and I want the advantage, of course I want to be able to string some racks together. That's the difference.
Oh, for sure.
In tournament play, alternate break, 100%.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. We've only got only a few more hours to go. We are using a set pattern rack. That's correct. It was drawn at random, and it will change for tomorrow as well. That's just to stop anyone really just trying to control the break too hard, or too well. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
What do people out there like? Do you prefer winner breaks, alternate break? Reasons why?
We got Troy liking and sharing the stream. Welcome in, Troy. Good to see you back, my man.
Oh, my man, Troy. What's happening, Troy?
Guys, go ahead and spread the word. BSN is live all weekend long. Giving you guys full HD, free to watch live stream coverage. Don't miss a single match.
Nice control there, good speed.
Oh, look at that, yeah. Perfectly played.
Just cut off the one rail, but let's make no bones about it. Chip's coming 3 rails behind this, and I wouldn't be surprised if he calls a pocket as well.
What pocket does it have? Can it get by the 6 into the corner? Yeah, it sure can it?
It does.
It does.
Well, we'll see. We'll see which one he favors. I personally like that one.
Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, he's going 1 rail at it, okay. One rail, corner in the bottom right as we look.
Wow.
It went far away, was it? Oh my God.
What a try, man.
I mean, that's just pure knowledge of the diamond system. You can see both the cue ball and the object ball were perfectly in line there. So the diamond system really helps when that parallel alignment occurs.
Shot there by LoreeJon. You know, interesting enough, Chip Klein. So you take a look at that shot where he came in one rail. And Chip Klein was actually one of the guys that taught me when you're making a shot like that. There's two things. There's two controllables, right? The speed and the spin. He says you can't control both. You got to pick one. So it's either going to be the spin or it's going to be the speed. And you can see right there on that shot, no spin at all, just put some pace on it.
Plain ball, yeah.
Yeah, plain ball, hit it absolutely perfect. But it's, looks like it's been all LoreeJon.
She is. I think she's made 90% of the balls. So she deserves her lead at the moment, I believe. And I say she's her cue ball work's been very tidy. I haven't seen her drift out of shape too many times.
And I guess that's always the question, like we were talking about earlier. The fact that she played on 9 foot, would it affect her?
Yeah.
And certainly has not thus far.
Very nice. She's managed to maintain the angle to get above this 9 ball, and then it's just naturally down for the 10. Great pre-shot routine. You can almost count the number of pre-shot strokes she takes before she delivers the cue ball. You see that down 1, 2, 3, and deliver. Oh, she's doing 5. Extras.
Yeah, she got some extras in there.
Yeah, that's just because she knew that was the key ball. Yeah, sure. I'll put it around it. Very nicely done. See there, doesn't deliver the cue till she's absolutely ready. Three railers coming around to save the day. That three railer just made sure it come through. She's nicely on the 1 ball. I don't see any problems here, Jake. What do you think?
I mean, it looks, everything's wide open for her. The way that she's just playing these last 3 racks, she certainly looks composed. I don't really see an issue. If anything at all, I think the key shot here is going to be getting on the 3. She wants to get perfect on the 3 so that she can get perfect on the 4. Because you can see the 5 ball nestled up there by the side pocket.
Yeah, that's nicely done.
Yeah, she hits the right line here, which I like.
Yeah, there's gonna be some traffic to get around, but there's after the 3, if she does elect just to stay below the 4, she can still come 3 rails around for the 5. I don't think you need to get too fancy with this. Just drop this one in, come on and off the rail, and then leave the 3 railer around. Which is what she doesn't want to be jacked up. Oh, that's a bad shot. That's a bad shot, and she knows it.
I mean, that was always going to be the trouble with that shot, because then you were going to have to come all the way back around. Yeah, now she might have to settle here, Del.
A little bit of English. I think even if you play this, you just have to play it confidently. I don't think she's jacked up too high, So just get through the cue ball, and this table's nice and quick. She'll still be able to cue through this.
And she's just going to use the outside spin, I think. Oh, wow, she over-thinned it. I thought she just let the outside spin take without the pace and come 3 rails back under the 5. I mean, that was pretty much all that she could hope for, to get as dead straight on that rail as possible. And now she's let Chip back at the table.
Yeah, not really left him ideal. He's going to have to put a little bit of draw on this cue ball to stick around for the 5.
You can see it just goes by there.
Yeah, he wanted to be a bit riskier. He can come underneath it, which he has.
He nipped it.
Troy, question for the Highlander. Obstacle is a 3.5 by 7 table compared to the 4.5 by 9. If you were here a little bit earlier, bud, I've already answered that question, but just for you. We were having a debate on whether you should practice bar box, whether you should practice on the 9-foot or practice on the 7-foot. And I think they do play differently. I think bar box is a shorter stroke. I think you have to work on your safeties a little bit more, because they're a lot more frequent in bar box pool, because there's not a lot of room to work. But overall, I don't see a massive difference. I like what Jake said about coming to the smaller table from the larger, from the 9-foot, so practicing on the 9-foot at all times, and then bar box should become a lot easier because of that. Lost the cue ball just a touch there. That was an interesting shot choice. I wondered if he was going to go forward, and he actually used a bit of draw instead, and that's created this problem. So now there's a little bit of added difficulty here.
Oh no!
That's where it went wrong, because he had to put a lot of draw on that ball, a lot of low right to get that back to where it is now. And he'll be upset because he's given Loree another opportunity that she shouldn't have had.
Yeah, and just start pulling away here now.
I like the bridge that she's got there, blocking it off against the side of the facing of the pocket.
Wow,
a very solid bridge there, but maybe just a little bit too many strokes on the pre-shot. Overthunk it.
Del, I'll pay you $10 to pick any other songs besides EDM.
Oh, he missed it.
Oh wow! And
Oh man.
Chip, you got to do better than that, bud. I'm sorry to say, at this level.
Do you think it's from him sitting in the chair there for a while?
Could be a bit of frustration. Could be a bit of gentleman conduct. Should prefer they play a bit of Elvis, mate. Love Me Tender.
Well, she's going to come a little long here. She'll be okay. Hey, I mean, you never can go wrong with Elvis.
That's very true. Can't just tell them to turn the music off. You're that powerful, Josh.
I would love to.
Yeah, this right here is totally fine. It's just when it's the EDM and it's the same.
scuff, so don't go anywhere.
That's certainly going to be a good one.
It's going to be coming up straight after this match. We are going to try and be back-to-back. Makes the 10 ball. 10 comes back up. Takes the rack off. No look at the one though. It is covered, so we'll definitely see a push out. I'm just wondering from the push out where he'll go to. What do you think, Jake?
Man, that's tough from here.
It's difficult all around, right? I might try and be cheeky and just put it down to this lower left corner, you know, where the middle diamond is.
I mean, I think that if I'm chipped, because I know I kick so well, I'm going to probably push to an easy kick. So I think I like what you're doing. Well, he's going to just push so that she can see the edge.
See, me and Chip were one brain.
Yeah, there you go.
Leave him half a ball. He knows that this is a different, you know, this isn't easy to put this one safe.
No.
If you're going to thin it, you know. Because you can always hit this one too thick and stick it up over the middle.
And she doesn't like it. She's going to go ahead and give it back to Chip.
Yeah, I don't blame her on that one. But this one, you got to almost take the paint off it, you know. Slide by it. Yeah, he didn't like it, so he played it full brute. Now he makes a ball. So I don't think Lorie's going to give this back though. Maybe be a bit cheeky, try and play off the 3. Cover on the 4. If we look at it straight angle, if we look at number 4, yeah, I wonder if she can play it off the 3. And just use the 4 as a blocker. Didn't even attempt it. And sold out, stuck it up. I think he can make this one. We need some Beatles.
Some Beatles, there you go. All
Okay.
non-copyrighted music would be nice.
All right, guys. So Lorie's got nicely on the 2 here. And again, she's in the ascendancy and has the opportunity to run out. See if we can flip this one around. Swing it. Let's just have another quick look what she's seeing here. So 4, 3, 4, 5, 6 left on the table. So 5 to the 6 is going to be the ball. I think he'll get her out of the rack. Interesting that she chose to come that side of it. Yeah, because she can only come one rail now. This one's all about speed control, coming down to that second diamond. Let's see how she leaves it. Pretty good.
Yeah. Flirting with the side pocket a little bit, but comes in there nicely.
Nothing wrong with a little flirt, mate. Again, doesn't need to do too much with the cue ball. Probably just see there, she's just playing plain ball, so one rail and back up. danger. No danger whatsoever. And you can see there, she's left herself a really nice angle just to come back around for the 9. Good shot of her fundamentals there. See the full stroke going through, delivers the cue and stays down. Nicely done.
She'll just float this up to the top rail and come over.
Yeah, 9 down to the 10. Nothing too fancy. Spin it over if you can. Just avoid the side pocket at all costs.
Yeah, I like overspinning it.
She underspun, and
she underspun it. This is okay too.
That's still good too. But she's been in command of this entire set, you know. She's really imposed her will on the game, and I think Chip's definitely felt the pressure from that. Oh, puts it into the rail, but still nicely done. Get to check the breakout. Sticking around.
Yeah, another medium break. You saw that the 2 balls behind the 1 right into the side pocket, and then she makes 3 up in the corner.
Makes the 3 and the 4. And the 4 ball too. Okay, so she's going to have to come around here. I don't think she can play it slow enough to hold this. So we may have to go side rail, side rail. We shall see. I wonder if she can play it slow enough just to hold, or whether she does have to overplay it. We'll see.
Wow. I mean, wow, Del.
That was the way to play it. And the only difficulty here is that 7 ball that looks slightly hampered. I don't think it goes. I definitely don't think it goes. So she's going to have to be creative somewhere. Or she's going to have to leave an angle off the 6.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to have to go back 2 rails for this.
I quite like coming into the middle. I can't like quite coming up to the middle of the table and just leaving myself a thin one.
Just a thin cut.
Yeah, so leave it thin just to try and spin it back around.
And look at that bridge. Yeah, she went back. She's going to come right back into the middle.
Another big bounce would be nice right now. Still good, actually. Jake, I apologize. I'm going to have to leave you.
All right, no problem.
Go and get ready for my match.
All right, sounds good. Good luck, Del. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you when you get back.
Next one on. So.
All right, brother.
Good, bud.
All right. Oh, she's got to avoid the scratch. Oh, no. She comes all the way down table. Scratches in the corner pocket. And Del has been sitting for quite some... I mean, Chip has been sitting for quite some time. So Chip Klein, ball in hand. He should just bump the 9. He just drew it off the rail. Good shot. No, when he hangs this one up. Nothing, I mean, not a makeable shot here, it looks like, for LoreeJon. She's going to have a look at it. See what she decides to do here on the 8 ball. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? She sliced it right in. Great shot there by LoreeJon. She was trying to come back all the way around underneath of it. See if she's left herself. You see there. You see the 9 just past the side pocket there. Just missed it. It's always a tough shot with the 9 being just past the side. Let's see if Chip can shake off that last shot and pot the 9 ball. Just got to come right off the top rail, and he just hit it so hard. He just overhit it. You can tell that that's probably out of frustration a little bit there. She's going to try to slice this in again. Absolutely beautiful shot. She needs it to hold up. She needs that ball to hold up. Well, chat, what do you think here? She's on the 10 ball. She's called it in the side. This is almost the... This might be a little bit tougher than the shot that she just had on the 9. She needs to slow it down just a little bit so the spin can take it. I think that's why she missed the 9 last time. Yep, same thing again. The spin just wasn't taking, you know, by hitting it that hard or at that speed, doesn't allow the throw to take there. Chip Klein with the bank, so he'll get one back. Jeremy Mason, how are you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. How's it going?
Pretty good. We've been really had a treat so far. We've had a great couple matches. LoreeJon in here. Coming up next, we're going to have Dylan Spohr and Brandon Schuff. So just a couple of great matches right out the gate to get us started, and this match is certainly not disappointed. We have some excellent shots so far.
Yeah, that was a sick shot that Chip made. That jump, kick, cut, 7 ball to the side pocket or 6 or whatever. It was a beautiful shot, and had to bank the 8 to follow it up.
Yeah, absolutely great.
That match you just mentioned has actually already, I'd say, become a little bit of a rivalry. I think Dylan has knocked off Brandon a couple times, and they've played almost every big Maryland State tournament here recently, and
yeah, I mean, Dylan had a nice run a couple of the state tournaments back where he took out Sean Wilkie, he took out Brandon Schuff, and you know, just as well as I do, the kid is absolutely phenomenal. He's still fearless, young at this young age, and I always look forward to watching him play.
Fearless is the word you said. He just hits every ball, great stroke, just hits everything right in the back of the pocket. Plays the game kind of like Josh Filler, just slams everything in the back of the hole and goes on to the next shot. Never afraid of any shot. A very aggressive player, and probably his game could still get even more polished than it is, which is a very scary thought. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, we always say when a lot of guys get older, then you start settling in a little bit. You become a little bit more wiser, and that's certainly going to be dangerous for a lot of players as Dylan continues to grow. For sure. So it's good to be fearless while you're learning, and then at some point there's a healthy fear that kind of helps you make better decisions at some point in time. And when you start putting the two of those together, it's a pretty lethal combination. And the kid already plays just some top-notch pool.
Well, Chip is going to leave a shot here for LoreeJon. She plays a carom on a 3.
So I kind of just started getting locked in watching this match. I wanted to get over here and see it if I was doing an interview after the match. It's kind of tough. There's so many, in a room like this, there's a million things to look at and watch and people to talk to. And but are you playing in this, Jake?
No, there's no way possible I can. I haven't been playing much lately at all, and of course you see the undertaking that all of this is just would be impossible.
Yeah, you have plenty going on for sure. I hope you know how much from my own perspective as a player, and I speak on behalf of all the players, that we appreciate all the work that goes into it. And I know a little bit of it myself as a tournament director, as a streamer. But even beyond that, you have so many other levels of this that you do put work into, and we really do appreciate it. It's an awesome production.
Thanks, man. I certainly do appreciate that. Chip Klein back at the table. He just gets that one to fall, but now look where he's left himself. He's had a little bit of frustration. Jeremy.
Looked like an 8-ball might have skidded on him here the last rack.
Yeah, he's and he's allowed it to get to him a little bit on his shots coming back to the table, because he's coming in cold because LoreeJon is playing so well, and it's certainly coming out. This is not indicative of how Chip Klein plays, that is for sure.
Right. So from what I actually don't know his game very well, but from what I understand, a great player, a great instructor, and to me he looks a little bit like when you're out of rhythm, like you mentioned. You get a little jabby with the cue and things like that. He looked a little funny on that 9-ball when he got back to the table the last rack. He really overhit it. That last rack was a little funny. Probably the first kind of little sloppy section of this match. It's been pretty clean so far from what I've seen. Yeah. Loree's been in line, playing strong, but so Chip needed that rack to stay within touch. That's a big rack. You get down 7-2 in a race to 9. It's a big spot. 6-3, you're kind of still right in touch.
Sure, absolutely. Look, we just saw it last night with Wolford and SVB. I mean, Wolford was way behind in the middle, and then he started making his stride back, and he got it very, very close. And so anything's possible. It's a little bit harder with alternate break, but LoreeJon just looking poised to get out here.
Harder with the alternate break, but they were playing alternate break last night as well,
yes,
and it was I believe it was 12-4 at one point. Had a chance to make it 16-16 and actually made a mistake at just the wrong time. And Shane kind of got into that closer mode from there. So.
Sure,
but it was an awesome match to watch, and we can't say enough about how much composure Shane Wolford played with for just such a young player, and especially for a young player to get in that situation and have everything go wrong to start out, and to be able to come back from that just speaks volumes about the kind of player that he already is, and just how much of a champion he's going to be for a long time.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Only 21 years old, playing in our event today, along with SVB and tons of other great players.
Yeah, so many good young players. You actually mentioned a bunch of the juniors earlier, and I commented in the comments. I don't know if you saw it, but you left out Nathan.
Oh, Nathan Childress.
It's so easy to leave him out because he plays like a grown man. You don't think about him being a junior.
And I've known Nathan for a long time, since I was traveling down to Virginia quite a bit at his home pool room down there at Diamond and Richmond, Virginia. Beautiful shot there by LoreeJon. And you're right, he plays like a grown man, but we have lots of juniors in this event today, which is always great to see.
It was awesome to see Shane Van Boning in the arena room for the 9-footer last night, bumping around with everybody, and made some time to play a couple of races to 2 with some of the junior players. He played Skylar Hess and Sniper and Jaws, and interview there yesterday. And I had been talking to my buddy Derek Hester on the ride over. I told him that you guys had asked me to do the interview, and I was excited and nervous and thrilled to have that chance. And Derek said it was cool that Shane Wolford was playing him, and he'd love that chance. And I was like, yeah, my arm would probably fall off. And Derek says, of course, yeah, mine too. And I said, come to think of it, my arm's probably about to fall off holding this microphone. So, and it kind of did. I felt like I sounded like Donnie Thornberry in there, kind of talking about a million miles a minute. So, but yeah, it was just awesome, man. I was a little starstruck, but yeah, Shane is he's an awesome, down-to-earth person. He's big time, but he doesn't act like he's big time.
Sure.
You know, it's pretty cool.
Well, we got a scratch on the break by LoreeJon. Chip Klein back to the table. He's got to be happy about that. Down 7-3. He definitely needs this rack.
You got to have this rack. You absolutely have to have this rack. There's a funny thing that happens in some of these slightly longer races, like maybe a race to 9, race to 11, is there's a spot where the person out in front, the pressure flip-flops to them. If you can just put a rack or two together, even if you're not all the way back level, it kind of can change things around. So this rack and the next one, I'd say, are pretty big for Chip.
Look at this shot by Chip Klein. I'll have to take a look at that again. Absolutely beautiful to get back to the 4.
This ball needs to go a hair, I think. He's going to have a shot, but he's a little bit steeper. Yeah, this is not bad. He's just going to stay above. I'm sorry, I have my balls mixed up with the 6 and the 7.
I know.
I think he does 2 again. He does 2 again. No. He's playing shape for the 7. He just played shape for the 7 again.
He did it. This is the second time he's doing it. And she's not going to say anything. Gosh. Oh, she said something. She said something this time.
He played shape for that ball. He was deadlocked in on it. I was too. I made the same mistake from the booth. That's unbelievable. And at least now he has a kick at it. That was great sportsmanship by Loree to point it out to him. I'm sure she would have earlier if she would have realized what was going on ahead of time.
Sure, yeah.
So you like to see that.
I can't believe he did that, because he certainly could have played position for the 6.
Yeah, it was actually easier to play shape for the 6 than it was for the 7 with the shot that he had. Let's see if he can come up with another great kick shot to the side. He doesn't have to jump this one like the last one.
Oh, he missed it completely.
Missed it well short with that, so that's unfortunate. You hate to see something like that be a big determining factor in a match. And I don't know how much the last one affected things. I don't know that he was in a position to make a real good lockdown safety on that ball. As you guys talked about it for a while,
it was very tough. Yeah,
looked like it really passed the 10 ball at the time, anyways. But this one was huge. This was a absolutely big spot in the match, and it looked like he was probably out.
I would say so, and he's good. Chip, when you watch this back, man, I know it's difficult. We're playing with the platinum set of DynaSpheres, and that teal ball's the 7, but we know you could have got position on that 6.
We know that. Brutal way for things to end up, and this is looking like it's going to put LoreeJon on the hill with an 8-3 lead, and this is just not the spot you want to be in an alternate break format at all. So very unfortunate for Chip.
Her mechanics are just unbelievable.
No wasted motion at all.
She's got a great pre-shot routine coming into every shot, and everything is very mechanical. And I'm really enjoying watching her play again. Just draw back to the rail.
Oh, this is going to be a little funny.
No. Well, at least she's not dead on it.
I don't think she has a bank shot. I don't think she can get out of the way. She's almost dead straight in for what would be the line to shoot the bank shot, but
it's a very, very tough shot from here.
Yeah, I guess maybe she can thin this ball, try to leave the 10 as close to that point as possible, and get the cue ball out a couple rails, maybe over to the other long rail. Maybe it's the best, but it's risky because if you just barely overhit it and that 10 leaks out to the side pocket, probably better off giving up a tough shot to the corner off of the foot rail. But she looks like she wants to go the other way. This can be good too, especially if she can get the 10 ball out in front of the side pocket a little bit and leave him a shot where he has a scratch shot if he has the play to the corner.
Yeah, this is so tough. She's going to have to hit it thin. She's trying to leave, what she's trying to do is leave the impossible cut down to the corner. This is such a dicey shot. Either way you look at it. She's going to try to just thin this so she can catch that side rail. Oh, she's called it.
The cue ball is going to be 1,000,000 miles an hour on this shot.
I don't know if she can get it to turn this fast.
It will spin a lot with how thin she's cutting it. I just don't know that she can get it there. And the cue ball is going to go 6 rails.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see what she does here. Can she get it?
Oh, how'd she hit it?
Oh my gosh, what an unbelievable shot. Unbelievable shot by LoreeJon. Oh my gosh.
And somehow she got the cue ball to only go 4 rails. That was impressive.
I know. I mean, we talked about this. We didn't think there was any chance that she was going to be able to get this here, and she just absolutely drains the 10 ball here. So you see her cutting it so thin.
Well,
she avoids
she
the
actually
scratch.
elevated a little bit too, which killed the cue ball. That was. Raka earlier, he had the skid on the 8 ball, but he gets back to the table with a tough shot on the 9. There, he played shape for the 6 again and hooked himself, or played shape for the 7 instead of the 6. And it looked like he was going to get that chance back, and Loree just is like, nah, not happening.
Unbelievable. Yeah, he comes up dry here on the break. Not a good time to do that.
I think you'll see her thin this 1 ball and try to go behind the 4 with the cue. I don't believe she can shoot this ball up in the corner and do enough with the cue ball. So
I know exactly what Jesus Atencio would have done here if he was here. He would draw this cue ball right back into that point of that side pocket.
I've actually seen Derek Hester play this shot with a little bit more angle, where he intentionally scratches and has the cue ball jump out of the pocket off the back rail.
Wow.
That's it's pretty ballsy shot. I've tried it a couple times. I've never really pulled it off. And it's tougher on a diamond with how well they accept balls.
I mean, it's not hateful here, especially with the way that the Chip has been coming to the table. I mean, visually frustrated. You know, now he's coming back to the table with a super tough shot here on the 1 ball. Doesn't go by the 2. He's gonna have to cut this in the top left-hand corner pocket.
Yeah, it's funny how you can kind of play the momentum on some of your safeties like that. Like, it'd be nice to really freeze him behind a ball, but if you know you have the momentum and you know your opponent's struggling, you can kind of just use separation a little bit more and make him come with a good shot, you know?
You know, I wonder, Jeremy, this is a good question for you. Somebody like LoreeJon and the caliber player that she is, you know, I wonder if he's just thrown by that a little bit.
The only question I would have with that is I'm not entirely familiar with the level that Chip plays at. I know he's a very good player, but I don't quite know. To me, it depends on how much of a gap there is sometimes and how much experience the underdog player has in a match like that. But even with that, even if you're just going based on Fargo and underdogs and favorites, sometimes just a name, even if you just throw away the numbers, sometimes just a name, and this might be one of those.
Sure,
where,
yeah.
I mean, this is a Hall of Famer. Like, forget the Fargo rate. This is a Hall of Famer.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah, Chip Klein is just a little bit of background. We talked earlier about him. He has instructed players like Karen Core, James Aranis, probably, in my opinion, one of the best instructors around here, bar none. So just, I know it's different playing and instructing, of course, but he certainly has the chops to beat anybody in here. And he's been around playing tournaments for a very, very long time. Used to play out on the Predator Pool Tour. All the tours, actually. Planet Pool Tour. He's certainly no stranger to winning.
She looks like she wants to actually be aggressive and shoot this shot in the side pocket, I think. And that's she's actually missed to the near side of side pockets a few times in this match.
And this is not hateful.
Well, that is the pro side, by the way. I mean, you're not going to make the ball that way, but you don't have it go off the point and come back out in space for your opponent all the time.
I think he's, if we can go to 4, I think he's got a little bit of the edge.
Yeah, I could see just enough to kind of carry him. Oh, he was able to get past the 6 ball, actually. I was a little surprised, or the 7. I've made that mistake 3 times already, so I really feel for Chip. And he's left her, it looks like a fairly simple combo. I don't think she'll have too much trouble holding the 4. She'll probably hit the right side of the 9 as we're viewing it to hold the 4 in front of the pocket there. And don't...
Oh. She's okay, though, because she's called the 9, and the 4 just falls as a bonus, and it's actually good that it did, because now she's right on the 5.
I think that was a great roll. I don't think she was intending to pocket that 4 ball, so...
Yeah, she's probably gonna come play the 6-8 combo here.
I'll just draw straight back.
Yeah, perfect.
Nothing wrong with that. I actually prefer this angle for this shot. You can just kind of play a little outside, hold your cue ball up with a little angle, and the 6 ball should kind of park right where it hits the 8. Maybe roll forward just a little. Yeah,
Nice,
you
nice
can't control it any better than that.
Well, this looks like the nail in the coffin for Chip Klein.
Yeah, overall a very nice, cleanly played match by LoreeJon here, and Chip just couldn't kind of find the gear. You know, enough opportunities were there for LoreeJon early that he was chasing the whole way, and it can be real tough in that spot. So, nice win for LoreeJon. She'll advance to the second round. And we've got a great match coming up with Dylan and Brandon, so make sure you guys stay with us and check that out.
Awesome job there by LoreeJon. She played that absolutely beautiful.